Hi guys, and welcome back to Blues Focus TV. Today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Blues' upcoming home fixture against Coventry. But before we get into the analysis, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Blues Focus TV. Also check out my channel and subscribe over there, I really appreciate it. Now it's going to be an interesting battle because Coventry are still sort of fighting for playoffs. It's a very outside chance now. We've got nothing to play for. Can we, get anything in this game? How hard are we going to push? Are we going to see Troy Deeney back in the starting lineup? I think there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. But we're at the business end of the season now, and I'm just thankful that we're not in a relegation battle. So well done to Lee Bowyer. I know there's been point deductions this season, and if they weren't there, we might be in trouble. But you've just got to, you got to deal with what's in front of you. And he's done a good job to me. So I'm just thankful to see a manager actually last a season in that Blues job. Let's get into the opposition. And Coventry are on 59 points, 10th in the league, 6 points off the playoffs, which is why I say they are still in a playoff race, but they would need about 4 out of 5 wins, maybe even all 5, because, there's a lot of traffic ahead of them. Now, they don't want to be relying on other people's results, but, a lot of the teams above them might have to play each other. There's a lot of factors that go into it. But Coventry just need to do their bit and win 4 out of 5 to give themselves a chance. However, their recent form hasn't been great. Now, they did win their last game 3-1 away against Fulham. They've done the double over Fulham this season, which is brilliant. But consistency is key, and it's been lacking in this second half of the season for Coventry. They had such a good first half, and then the 2022 part of this season hasn't been as good. They've only won 2 out of 9, which is probably why they're not in the thick of that playoff race. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. They could go on a massive run and get that spot. That's it for Coventry. Let's move on to the Blues. And Blues, we're 18th on 45 points, clear of the relegation zone, which, as I said earlier, it's nice to not be involved in a relegation fight at this stage of the season. Now, our recent form has been okay. Out of our last 10 matches, won 3, drew 3, lost 4. So, pretty average. But, out of our last 6, we've lost 2, and they've been against Forest and Middlesbrough, which is to be expected. We did lose our last game 2-0 against Forest. They're just on some incredible run and probably going to challenge Bournemouth for the top 2. So good luck to them. They deserve to win that match. And yeah, they're probably going to be there or thereabouts. But Blues, we had an issue in that game near Leatheridge. A horrible injury. And yeah, just best of luck to him getting well, because it's never nice to see something like that. Hopefully he recovers, quickly and is all healthy. But for this match, Lyle Taylor missed out. He's going to be back in contention, which is lovely, because Deeney, since he's been here, he's been injured too much. He hasn't looked at 100%. Hogan, to me, I can never rely on him to score a goal because he's just not good at one-on-ones. He's a poacher. If you play a ball into him in the box, he does tend to score them. But when it comes to someone putting him through and he's got to run at the keeper, I never trust him. Lyle Taylor, for me, out of our strikers, is the most complete. He can do a bit of everything. Obviously, Deeney is a class above, but he hasn't looked fully fit all season. Lyle Taylor, since he's been in, has been brilliant for us. I'm hoping we can get him on a permanent in the summer. And if Forest do end up going up, then we'll probably get him for quite cheap on a permanent, as long as the board are willing to spend a tiny bit of money. Which, he's such a professional. He's came into the club. And yeah, I already think he's great. He's just a Blues player. And that's what I love about him. And I want him to play this one because he's the one I trust most in front of goal. I also want to see some young players given opportunities. Obviously this season we've had Jordan James break through. We've had Nico Gordon, who's still on a run in the team. That's due to defensive injuries, but he's taken his chance well. And Premier League teams are now monitoring him because he's been so good. So, you know, I'd like to see a few more players be given a chance towards the end of the season, but I'm not sure it's going to happen just because of a lot of news about Bowyer's job and all the uncertainty around it. You know, apparently an issue with Craig Gardner, all that sort of stuff, but we're not going to get into that. This is going to be an interesting one. One wish that I have for the team lineup is that Hernandez isn't played at wing back, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was there because, you know, I think that's too big of an ask. For some reason, Bowyer doesn't play Hernandez as a full-on winger, which is what we need. I know we don't have, you know, great defensive numbers at the moment. We do have a few players out, but playing Maxim Collin at centre-back when he could just play at right-back and we didn't need 5 at the back, I get that it's Forest, but I want to see 4 at the back, Hernandez on the wing. That's what I'm hoping for, but it's going to be a tough game, and at least we don't need anything out of it. Let's get on to the head-to-head. And in the head-to-head, we drew the reverse 0-0, and we've actually drawn the last 5 meetings in all competitions for this fixture. We have played them quite a few times in the Cup, but over our last 10 games, we've won 2, lost 2, and drawn 6. So very, very heavy on draws here. And my thinking for this is they need something a lot more than we do. We don't need anything from this game. They need a win to hang on to their playoff hopes. Not that I think they'll get it anyway. But I just think we're going to step up for this game. Probably get what we normally get. So I'm going to go 1-1. So, those are my thoughts on this upcoming match against Coventry. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are and put your score predictions down below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more Blues related content. And don't forget, head over to my channel too, subscribe over there. Hoping to hit 100 subscribers by the end of May, 90 by the end of April. I think we're going in a decent direction, so yeah, much appreciated. I've been James from Blues Focus TV and Up the Blues.